everyone, it's Adam here. So I'm about to go to the track and I'm trying to reduce as much weight as possible in my car. So we're going to go through and we're going to eliminate anything that could add extra weight that's not necessary for drag racing or getting to the drag strip. Before we start, I thought I would definitely mention that it's fine to drag race the MK7 platform with around a half a tank of your fuel of choice. If you go too low, I believe it's less than like 3/8 of a tank, your car will kind of enter in a low power conservation mode. It makes no sense, but that's what I've heard. But obviously if you go in full tank, you could add up to 80 or so pounds or 90 pounds of weight to your car by going full tank. So half tank when you enter the drag strip is the way to go. Let's go through and let's eliminate everything in here that's extra and see what we can compile. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going through here and I'm getting rid of everything that's not needed. We've got some oil here, we've got my checkbook, we've got some random stuff here, a bunch of chains that I'm not going to need today. All that's going to be taken out. The VW owner's manual is digital. I've got a PDF on my phone and Dropbox, so I'm just going to get rid of that too. If I get pulled over, I'm going to need my license, my insurance, and my registration, and that's it. So everything else is going to get gone. I would recommend though that you do keep, if you have one, your tire pressure gauge in the car, because I tend to take pressure out of my tires before I go on a few runs. So you should do that as well for extra traction. So keep that with you because you're going to take pressure out. You want all the tires to be even, and then obviously put pressure back in when you're done. So this area is pretty clean. A couple more pieces to change here. Front area is clean. We need our easy pass to get around. Let's go on the other side and see what we have over there. On this side here, we got a couple things from my girlfriend that she left behind. This is mostly trash, which I'll take care of, but you know. One thing you want to do too is check under your seats. You can do that from the rear, but sometimes plastic bottles get back there or old fast food containers. This track I'm going to requires the front and passenger seats be installed. It does not require the rear seats be installed. So you'll feel under here on your Golf, there's a little area here you can push in, and then you can take these seats straight out. There you go. Push here. Let's get okay, so this rear seat here is about, I'd say 10 pounds or so. So we're getting rid of that. We're also going to get rid of our WeatherTech floor mats. Extra pound or so each. Now for the rear headrest, let's adjust the camera so you guys can see what I'm showing you here. Before we do the rear headrest, we're going to remove this guy back here. This accomplishes nothing. Obviously remove this blanket. If you have any kind of mat back here, protector, you're going to go ahead and take that out as well. It just adds an extra, this is about 5 or 8 pounds. Now let's see under here what we have. Oh, we got a bunch of goodies. Tire kit, first aid kit. Let's pull this back for a second. Got some insect repellent. We got a net. We got a dipstick. Don't worry, it's not the dipstick that's installed on my engine bay right now. I have to keep this with me because ECS's dipstick sucks. Now a smart person would say, well, just put the stock one in, but it looks too damn good. I'm gonna take these side things out. We don't need them. Any trash here, get that thrown away. All this stuff gets, put away. Now, we got a subwoofer here. Removing the subwoofer is going to mean that your trip down to the drag strip is going to be pretty boring. But I don't really care about that too much. It's an extra 3.5, 4 pounds. Now even though the rear hatch protector here is about 6 pounds, I'm going to leave it in so I don't have too much suspicion going on here. You can't fold your seats flat because they're going to move around. You got to keep them locked in place, but you can remove these. So you can lift this all the way to the very top. But you're going to get stuck and you can't actually remove these fully. What you do is you push in here. You may need a knife to do so. That's how you take them all the way off. I cut myself. Every time I do a YouTube video on my Golf R, I cut myself. It's typical, typical standard operating procedure around here. All right, let's do this one. Trying to get blood all over my stuff. And do this one. All right, in the adding weight department, we have our helmet, which is essential. We've got our 2 action cameras. Make sure this is secure. They're going to pull on this and make sure it's all tight. Nothing is loose or rattling. You can remove the triangle holder up top here. I wouldn't recommend moving any of the body panels though. It's just a big pain in the butt to get them back in. So everything we moved is pretty much a 5-minute job. So, you know, this is kind of the result after the, let's pan down here. This is what it looks like after I removed the back seat. Check these little cubbies here. I don't need kids, so I got nothing in there. That'll pretty much do it though. So now you've shaved off, I don't know, 30, 35, 40 pounds of weight, depending on how much stuff is in your car. But it will help you at the track by 0.0001 seconds. So let's go for a race.